Hi and welcome back to Larand Gaming, and if you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Larand, and yes, we are back in High Realms again, and this time we're gonna dig into a different mastery. This time it's gonna be combat mastery, so this is part 3 out of 4. And if you go into the stats, just like the previous video, you're gonna be able, as you can see here, if you choose combat, you have different swords that you can unlock if you level up your mastery. And it's gonna be stone sword, copper sword, iron sword, cobalt sword, and gold sword. What I haven't mentioned in the previous episodes that if you craft gold items or tools or weapons, it does require you to, let's see if we open the inventory, scroll up here, all gold tools requires you to get a mystic gold fragment. Those are rare drops that you get from mining gold veins or ore. So basically you need one for each tool or weapon that you craft that is of gold quality. Alright, you can also actually check the weapons, what they look like here. So we had the wooden sword, we have the stone sword, we have the copper sword, we have the iron sword, we have the cobalt sword, and we have the gold sword, which is the best one that you can just get from regular crafting. But at the same time, there are also other weapons that you can craft depending on mastery that you get from fighting different enemies. And the enemies currently, they are green slime, gizmo, rattles, muncher, flamelet, and GrimThorn. And as you can see, green slime is the easiest one here. Once you have got it up to level 25, you can craft a slime sword. If you go into the craft menu and we type in slime sword, you do require to get some special items, and these are items from the slimes that you farm here in the forest. Everything except for this recycled blade. Those requires you to get some metal fragments, and you get that from the mine by killing enemies over there. But as for the slimes, we can just use the wooden sword. Pretty basic, nothing really to take into consideration. Just whack it with the sword and you're gonna be done with it. Very easy mob in general. So the next stop will be over at the mines. And the first enemies here in the mine are gonna be the gizmo. They are over here. They are level 8, it seems. Can try it out just with the wooden sword just to see how it goes. Will take a little while to get it down, but at the same time these enemies were much tougher earlier. It's been nerfed, which is good because it was a little bit tough on new players, I must say. So the rewards from the gizmo is cog, which is an item that you use for crafting, and then we have the hanging lantern, which is a placeable item. We're gonna see it on our island at the end of the video, and then we have a spring, which also is an item that is required to make special weapons. And we got another respawn. We need to deal with that one. Should use something stronger, but yeah, bye bye. Alright, let's continue to the next area. Here we're gonna have the rattlers, and this is a level 10 plus zone. And we have someone over down there. Seeing that we are able to get the copper from the previous zone, and this is also an area where you can get iron. We're gonna use an iron sword. So we need to find an enemy. Over here we have one. We're gonna fight him. See. I fell down. Maybe he will jump down. Oh, he did. Perfect. And then we will kill it, like so. And we got one cloth. Cloth is a great item, by the way, since it's used in crafting many of the furniture items that we have. But looking at the stats on Rattler, you have different items that you can get. Cloth, very useful for crafting. This is for special sword, together with this one, the necrotic essence. The skeleton key, I don't think serves a purpose yet. I have a few of them, but we will see where we can use them in the future. And then you will unlock the bone sword. Moving on to the muncher. The munchers are in a level 15 plus zone. So both this area and the next one is level 15 plus. I'm gonna heal myself a little bit before I go into combat because, yeah, I won't survive otherwise. And in here, you're gonna be able to get cobalt. So we're gonna go with a cobalt sword. We're gonna hit it a few times. this enemy carries some very important ingredients to get the strongest sword currently in the game. We got some scrap metal from that one, but we're gonna go into the stats again. We're gonna change to Muncher. Rage Essence, very important component to make the Twilight Sword that I will show you last. Magnet Shard used for crafting of this Clockwork Sword. And then we're gonna continue over into the last area. This area is level 20 plus. The flamelet area. Here we have gold, so I'm gonna go with the gold sword. Keep in mind that if you're gonna get gold tools or weapons, you need to get that gold mystery gold fragment. So do a little bit of mining on the gold just to get that fragment. That will help you a lot. Now we need to heal up again. Gonna do that, taking some mushrooms, and we're gonna go down to a flamelet. Let's see, we can take this one maybe. Go down here. So this one is level 25. And I got 2 flames. The loot from the flamelets are in general very good. And the rewards are even better. So if you go into the stats again, you can see we have a craftable candle. We have the fire block. We have a spotlight. We have a lantern block. All these are placeable items that you can have on your island. And then we have the crafting ingredients such as the light source, molten core, inferno essence, together with the inferno sword, and I'm getting attacked. Alright, so let's get rid of this one. If I can, unless I get killed. Oh, I got him. And I got a light source also, that's great. Those are very, very useful. Okay, and now we're gonna go to the toughest one of them all, the GrimThorn. That one is located in the forest. We're gonna go there directly. And here we have the GrimThorn, and now I am in the forest. If you're not sure where to actually go and find the GrimThorn, I did show you that in previous video, but you just go down here and there's a secret entrance. The forest will, however, soon be replaced. To my understanding, I saw some sneak peek of an entirely different island, so I'm not gonna cover this place in detail. Here we have 2 GrimThorn. They are very, very dangerous. Since I'm currently high level myself, I'm gonna be able to withstand 2 hits. But the thing is that if you're not that high level, these 2 will kill you very fast. So you need to go in as a group to beat them. But if you just face one, then you're gonna be able to get them down. But we can try with the gold sword and see how it goes. I don't have too high expectations, but we're gonna make it hard on ourselves and see if we can do this. I'm not sure if we can, but there are some tricks that we can use, and we're gonna see if it works. We need to make it sort of evade so it goes back to the spawn position. Around in this area is where they will trigger when I get close. And then they will start to chase me. I will run up here, and when I get inside the tunnel, they will start to walk back to their original position. I need to try to keep them together. That's the difficult part, especially when you do it the first time. If you manage to do this, they will respawn one by one, and then it will be easier to deal with them. But this is by far the most difficult thing that you can do, I would say. Let's see, once they are pretty close together, I will trigger them. Maybe around this place, yes. Now they come. Perfect. And now they start to walk back again. Now I need to attack them, and I need to try to get them as far away as possible from their own spawn, while also trying to keep them together. But if you manage to do this, you can get both down with a regular gold sword. And let's see, one more, it's gonna be close. Yeah, we got them down. And now it's gonna be easier, because now you're gonna get a respawn of only 1. And if you start to craft these special swords from each and every enemy that you encounter, you will notice that these swords, the slime sword, the bone sword, the clockwork sword, and the inferno sword, they all do 32 in damage, just like the regular gold sword. However, there is a bonus, so if you fight slimes with the slime sword, you will do twice the damage. And the same goes with the bone sword, so if you fight rattlers, you will do twice the damage, so that goes up to 64 as well. And the clockwork sword, if you fight the muncher, twice the damage. is gonna be 64, and the Inferno sword when you fight the Flamelets, so then it's up to 64 as well. But if you use the sword on any other enemy, it will just do the regular damage as you could see on the gold sword, which is 32. The big exemption is the Twilight sword, of course, because this sword, it does 96 in damage regardless what enemy you are facing. So when I'm recording this, I'm level 27, and if I go in and attack like this, you can see that the GrimThorn, they go down pretty fast. So yes, there you have it. That was the combat mastery and everything that is included. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go back to the island because we need to also take a look at the craftable items. So if you go into the chat menu and just type /home and press enter, it will teleport you directly home again. And here we are on the island again, and this time we have 6 items that we can craft if we have done everything in the mastery, the combat mastery. We're gonna turn off the light, we're gonna turn on nighttime mode instead, since many of these items are emitting light. We have the hanging lantern, looks like this, doesn't emit much light, but it's still some kind of light. This is a block that you can make from the goo that you get from the slimes that you saw earlier. And this is a lantern block. This one is very, very bright, has high intensity. It doesn't emit the light that far away though, but well, that's what it looks like. Then we have the candles. Those are the ones that they do require flames from the flamelets. Same with this one. This is the fire block. It doesn't hurt you, by the way, so it's harmless. And last we have the spotlight. This one, however, it does really emit a lot of light. But yes, there you have it. That was everything covering the combat mastery. So, and the only thing that I haven't been able to receive yet is the realm key. This one doesn't seem to serve a purpose either, just like the, let's see, the skeleton key. We will see in the future what that is actually is all about. Alright, well, in any case, that was all I had for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. Like this video if you would like to see more content from Higher Realms. Please subscribe, and yes, have a nice day. Bye everyone.